You're friendly, unabashed cup cutter. I slice through the turf like warm butter, planting dreams in the grass, one putt under. You're friendly, unabashed cup cutter.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's me, your friendly unabashed cup cutter. I hope you guys enjoy this conversation that I had with Cliff Rigsby. Cliff Rigsby owns Mark's Par 3 course and also a luxury golf simulator installation company. I actually met him at the PGA Show this past year. So I hope you guys enjoy this conversation as much as I did. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. So I might as well just get this started. Cliff Rigsby? Am I pronouncing that right? Cliff Rigsby. Brother, thank you for wanting to be on the Your Fuck Golf podcast, bro. How do we connect? Was it
we connected at the PGA Show. Like, it's cool you just mentioned the PGA Show to that guy. It's like, seriously, since you were at the PGA Show, you've just kind of like become a name. And it's like, I saw you there. We talked. I kind of told you like what I had done and like how I got into the business. And you're like, oh, that story is great. I would love to have you on. I'm like, bro, let's do it. So we just made it happen.
I was probably, I'll be honest, I was probably high or some shit like that. I was on a gummy or something, probably relaxed. It was so, have you been at that PGA Show before?
This is my first year.
Bro, ditto. Very overwhelming. I mean, it was.
I mean, you're talking like, they say, oh, just go for one day. You can't go for one day. Bro, I walked in there with a backpack and I started at one end. I didn't even make it back to the entrance in one day. It took me all 3 days to get through all of it, and there's still stuff I missed.
Brother, I kid you not, man. We got there Monday morning to drop off the Volkswagen for the demo day. And then right there on the spot, man, we had the president of Mousy Golf. I don't know if you know what Mousy Golf is. It's the they do rangefinders, but they also do it's the speaker with the detachable GPS screen.
Yeah.
Because you can get the one from Bushnell, you can't, but who in the hell is going to bring their speaker to where their ball is, their club is, right? And fucking James, the president, he was sitting there waiting for us. We started bullshitting, gave us some speakers. He's a Marine. All that. We just kicked it right off. And from that moment, it was like just nonstop sprinting. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
it was.
Yeah.
I didn't even touch a club on demo day. I suck at golf. I mean, I'm decent, but I'm like, why do I want to touch this shit? I mean, it doesn't matter what I use, I suck, But yeah, dude, I remember we were on the floor after we did we did a podcast right there, as you know, and then that whole innovative new products and shit like that, we were getting around there, and then we took the term like, holy shit, there's another football field worth of shit.
Yeah. Like once I got to the clothing part of it, like I got to the clothing and like signage and stuff like that. And I'm like, I looked around the corner, like it took like a little L shape. And I'm like, yeah, holy crap. Like the stage is way over there. Like that's nuts. I'm like, there's so much clothes here. Like Tommy Hilfiger's got a stand here. I'm like, there's an Oakley stand. Like, yeah, there was everything. If you didn't make it down towards the clothing end, there was like Ralph Lauren, the Sunday Red booth. They spent almost $600,000 on the Sunday Red booth to build the booth. I flipped the vehicle, bro. That's my point. So,
yeah, right. No, man, that's freaking nuts, dude. Yeah,
I would flip my vehicle too if I spent $600,000 on it.
As long as there was no hydrocodone in your pocket or anything like that. That shit was yeah, man. Like I said, when we were there, I already had like 3 conversations set. So like I had to talk to the Veteran Golfers Association. I talked to like 2 other guys. So we already said, my boys and I, next year, dude, that's all week. We're going to be there all week. I've already made even more connection with Plan on Golf. If you're going to be there next year, bro, we got to hook up. Dude,
for sure.
It's
be there.
Bro, 100%. So Cliff, man, let's get this shit started, man. So Cliff, man, where are you from?
All right. So I'm from Terre Haute, Indiana. Nobody knows how to pronounce this place. It's Terre, T-E-R-R-E, Haute, H-A-U-T-E. So it's like, people look at it and they butcher it every time. But it's in Indiana. We're off of I-70. I-70 goes from, New York City all the way to California. So it stretches the entire strength, the whole length of the United States but we were right where the Indiana-Illinois state line meet. We're
Okay.
right there, west central Indiana. I'm like 3 miles off the edge of the interstate. And
No
they
shit,
just put
bro.
a casino there. So I own this golf course. It's a par 3 executive course. And I
Yep.
started playing there when I was 9 years old. Okay.
I was about to ask you
My-
all these things, man. Yeah, no shit.
I'll go through the whole story with you because it's a really like it's kind of like an eye-opening story that it's like anything's possible for anybody. Like it's like if you like things will lead you where you belong. I was working for Eli Lilly, a pharmaceutical company, doing quality assurance stuff. And I met my wife on Facebook. And we actually grew up in the same town. And she was 7 years younger than me. We had different friend circles, so we never really hung around. But we're a small area. I mean, there's 110,000 people in Terre Haute. So it's not like it's a huge area. It's small. And we never crossed paths. She was a travel nurse. She was in Scottsdale, Arizona. And we met on Facebook, and a couple weeks later, she's like, yeah, my birthday's coming up, kind of bummed, none of my family here, none of that stuff. I was like, you know what? I'm going to take a week off work. I'm going to fly out, and I'm going to meet you. So I flew from Indiana, flew to Scottsdale, met her. I'm like, we're going to hang out for a week, and I'm going to play TPC Scottsdale while I'm there, and I'm going to rent me a condo for a week. We're either going to hit it off and have a great week together, or I'm going to play golf all week. So either way, I'm going to win. And we hit it off. We drove to Vegas throughout that week. I mean, we hit it off great. And next thing you know, she's pregnant. We're getting married, and I'm leaving the pharmaceutical company. She's a travel nurse during COVID. We had a COVID baby, and we just started putting back money and paying bills off. And during COVID, they were making stupid money doing travel nursing, like something to the tune of $17,000 a week. And so we stayed in San Francisco for 6 months, and I got to play Pebble Beach while I was out there. I got to play some really cool places. There's a course called Dublin Golf Course in Dublin, Colorado, or Dublin, California. It's like in the mountains somewhere, and a little par 3 course. I was like, man, this is really cool. And it reminded me of that childhood course, Mark's par 3, that I played out when I was a kid. And just lo and behold, while I'm in California, I get a phone call, and I'm like, hey, man, it's my buddy Dan. He's like, I'm working Sundays at this golf course. And he's like, remember Mark's par 3? I was like, yeah, man, we grew up there. He's like, so I think the family wants to sell it. The old man died in 2008 that built it. It's 18 holes now. He's like, and the old lady, the wife, she died in 2021, had some health complications. And now the 5 kids own it, and they're spread out across the United States, except for one lives here. And it's too much for her to take care of, and it's starting to go downhill, and they want to sell it, but they're picky about who they sell it to. They want somebody to keep it a golf course in the community. They don't want somebody to turn it into houses, because that's what happens to all these community golf courses. So at this point, it's been there almost 60 years at that point. And so the owner calls me. He's like, are you interested? I'm like, yeah. He's like, do you have the capital? I'm like, yeah, I can buy it. I was like, I got the money for down payment. I can make this happen. He's like, fly out. Let's play around and talk. Flew out to Indiana from California, where we were at the time, played around with a guy that was running it. The son, his name was Neil. And when I say this place was old school, they had a picnic table for the desk, and they had wicker baskets of golf balls from the pond in it for 50 cents a piece. And they had a hot dog roller, and that's it. That's all you got. Either that or a payday. And I mean, like, that's all they did. And the greens were like shag carpet, and the whole entire course was cut one length. No fairways, no roughs. It's all one length. And had an older guy that's been there for 26 years, was their greenskeeper. He lived in the house on the course, and it was all like, so like, go back 25 years, and it stopped. It stopped growing at that time and stayed sustained. And their highest revenue year was like around 250,000 in revenue. I'm like, man, this place has so much potential. I'm like, all right, I'm interested. I was like, what are we talking money wise? And he's like, we're 74 acres. He's like, there's a house in the back, a brick house that my mom lived in. We built it for her, so she didn't have to go to a nursing home. It's like, it was built in 2018, so it's fairly new. It's all brick house, 3-bed, 2-bath. There's the house that's up front, the superintendent living quarters. The superintendent, Kenny, he's been here for 26 years. He's willing to stay for a couple of years until you get on your feet and help you out. He's like, and we're going to sweeten the pot a little bit for you. We know what the down payment's going to be. we're going to cover your guys' down payment at no interest for 5 years. You just pay us back within the first 5 years.
Dude,
No interest, no minimum payments, none of that stuff. You just pay us back. We want you to take your down payment and invest it into the course and make it yours and bring it up to
gives me
speed.
goosebumps. It gives me
And I'm
goosebumps,
like,
bro.
I told my wife, I'm like, how many times does this walk into somebody's life that loves golf, for one, and that this is the course I started when I was 9 years old. My dad brought me here. And I'm like, this of course means a lot to our community. I can't just let it turn into houses.
Yeah. Of course,
I'm
because
like,
a lot of those tracks that do that. There's a lot of courses that they lose. We just lost a course down the street, Pebble Creek. Nice little, small little track, and awesome restaurant, Mulligan's. Awesome thing. Shut down because of housing. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, dude.
It does. It happens to a lot of small golf courses. But I mean, we're 18 holes, par 59. We got 5 par 4s. The rest are par 3s.
Saw that.
Shortest one is 92 yards. I mean, it's not like they're itty bitty par 3s. I mean, I've got a 183-yard par 3 that's, a pretty tough hole. I mean, I've got a 165-yard par 3 that's over a pond. I mean, it's fun. You use every club in your bag. And not only that, we don't advertise it, but people bring their own beer because we don't sell it. And I completely took the money that we had and rebranded it, gave us a logo, started selling to church with our little tag on it, our hats with our logo. And I had the first year I had the Srixon rep beating down my door. I tried to get Callaway in there. I tried to get Titleist. They're like, nah, they didn't want nothing to do with this whole par 3 course in Indiana. And I'm like, somebody's got to give me a chance. So the Srixon guy in the middle of winter, 3 times he tried to get a hold of me. Showed up one day when I was there doing some remodel, and he's like, let me just at least bring golf balls in here. I'm like, all right, let's do this. So I signed a deal with Srixon. That's Srixon hat. And I'm like, all right, let's try this. So we started selling Srixon, and he's like, dude, you're playing Callaways and you're trying to sell Srixon? He's like, here, I'm going to give you a set of Srixons. They're the ZX5s, this last 2 years ago model. He's like, I'm going to give you a set of irons. He's like, play them for the year. If you like them, I'll bill you for them. If you don't like them, just send them back. Just keep playing your Callaways. He's like, I'm guaranteed you're going to like those better. And he fitted me, like just had me do swings, did some videos and stuff. He's like, this is what you need, shaft wise, blah, blah, blah. This is the club that fits you. Set me up a whole bag. And I fell in love with them. I'm like, it's like one of those clubs that when you hit it, it's like butter and it just clicks. It's like, it has that clicky sound to it. And you're like, damn, that's nice. Like I had a little baby fade. Everybody's like, oh, Cliff's got that baby fade. Like, Cliff ain't got no baby fade no more. It's there. Yeah.
Oh, man.
So I started selling Srixon, and I got my buddies to start buying it. I started selling a shit ton of golf balls. They have like the Masters, the US Open, they have the Open, they have all these different, like the majors. They have themes of golf bags, and they have accessories, their putters. Roger Cleveland is world-renowned, awesome wedge and putter guy. Yeah. And, they just had something pop up on here. You still there?
No worries. Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay. Right. But he's like, just throw some wedges out there. Put some wedges on display. So I put a dozen on there. They sold in a month. He's like, try a dozen putters. A dozen putters sold in a month. My first year with them, I did over $50,000 in wholesale, and I won one of the top 50 in the region. So I got to go to a Top of the Rock award ceremony where they took me to Paynes Valley, put us in lodges, put in a big seated lodge, and they paid for us to play like Cliffhanger, Top of the Rock, Buffalo Ridge. Got to meet with the president of Srixon in Cleveland, and super great company to bring into my door. And they're like, you're just a little par 3 course. You did 50 grand in sales. I'm like, yeah. Our first year there as an owner, we did $480,000 in revenue. So we damn near doubled their highest revenue year that they had ever had. Wow. And it's just because their target audience was the older people. They had a lot of older seniors. They had a senior league on Monday, senior women's on Tuesdays, and that was it. They had a lot of small outings. That was all they did. It was a cash cow for them. They didn't owe anything. It was money they were splitting between the 5 siblings. Yeah. They could care less. They were doing the bare minimum, getting by. So I'm like, all right, I'm like, we did really good our first year. I'm like, let's spend some of this money and make the course better. I'm not putting nothing in my pocket.
Yeah.
I want to invest it back in the course because I want this to be for a future of my kid. At this time, my kid's 3 years old. And I'm like, I want my kid to grow up on here, and I want it to be something she's proud of. Her friends know, oh, her dad owns golf course, let's go to a golf course. Let's go golfing. It's starting to be a cool thing that the young kids are doing now. All the young kids are like, golfing's cool now. It didn't used to be cool when we were in high school.
I played hockey. I played hockey.
That's the old dude sport,
Yeah.
No. It's like everybody's out there, and it's people bringing their kids. And I'm seeing kids out there younger than I was when I started, and people's families are coming out, and my friends are coming out that are my age. So it's like I'm capturing that audience now that was missing, that they were missing the whole gap of an audience, and I'm starting to bring them in. We've got Rose-Hulman Institute of Technology less than a mile down the road from us. I don't know if you know what that college is, but it's one of the top 5 engineering schools in the United States. It's where like NASA and all these people get their engineers from. You're talking $100,000 a year's college, and they're super expensive. But what comes with that is you've got the kids that want to come down and they want to golf, and they've got mom and dad's credit card, and they don't care what it costs. They come in and they see a vessel bag and they're like, dude, that's badass. Yeah, I want one of those. Swipes card. Yeah. And first year I picked up vessel. This year when I went to the PGA show, I'm thinking, what else can I bring into my shop to diversify this and give something that is going to be lower cost for the people that can't quite afford the Strixon clubs or the vessel bags or none of that stuff. I brought in Ghost Golf. I brought in Vice. And I brought in Bushnell just because, which I'll get into in a few minutes, but I brought in Bushnell for the Wingman radios. It's a hot thing right now, and the price is a good price point. So I brought in Bushnell, and I had Ghost make all my towels because the cost of the towels with my logo on them, with the magnet on them, I can sell them for $30. I'm damn near doubling my money. I can sell them without the magnet on it for $20, and I'm still doubling my money. And it's a cheap towel, $20-$30. They're Ghost. Yeah. Everybody knows it. But then they've got bags. I told the guy, the rep, I was like, I want 2 bags. He's like, you're a par 3 course. Are you sure you want to? You can sell $400 bags? I was like, trust me, man. I said, let me sell them. I was like, I've been selling vessel for 4 years now. I said, I sell at least a dozen vessel bags a year. He's like, you sell a dozen vessel bags a year? He's like, he's like, come see me tomorrow. I set up a meeting with him. He's like, so I went down to the vessel rep and I talked to them about you. He's like, and you do move some vessel bags. I was like, I do. I said, just give me 2 of your bags. They were delivered on a Thursday evening, our first week we opened for the year this year. And by Saturday morning, I sold both bags.
Damn.
So I'm texting my rep. I'm like, hey, I need 6 more bags. And I've only got 1 left. So it's like, when I tell you I can sell it, I can sell it. Just have some faith in me.
Yeah,
but I can move your product.
No, exactly, man. Holy shit, so, that's amazing.
So we've just grown, and everybody thinks of it. Oh, you're just a cheap par 3 course. Yeah, it's $28 for 18 in a cart. Yeah, it's cheap to play here, but we offer some of the high end brands that none of our competitors, none of the other golf courses. We have 9 golf courses in our area. None of them carry vessel. None of them carry Ghost Golf. None of them have Bushnell in their shop. It's like they send them online to get it. Closest place is Effingham or Indianapolis. You're driving an hour and a half either way to find these brands. So we're in that spot in the middle that if you want it, you don't have to buy it online. You can support local. You can buy it from us. And I'm not selling it for MSRP. I'm selling it for under MSRP, and I'm including the taxes with the price. So, for example, Ghost bags are $415 online. You're going to pay taxes and shipping on it. You're going to spend almost $450 on that bag, or you can walk in my shop and you can walk out with it for $370. So I'm saving you money on it. You're not paying taxes on it. You're not paying shipping on it, and you're supporting local. So it's like it's a no-brainer to the customer.
Yeah.
Their next spot for us with Strixon is if I do 60,000, they're sending me to Pinehurst this year. I've only got 10 grand to go to get 60,000 by the end of June.
Oh, man, so make that.
I mean, it's like leaps and bounds. We're we're doing business, bro. And then
Yeah.
I ran into this thing over the winter. We're in the wintertime in Indiana. In Florida, it doesn't get that bad, but in Indiana, around November, business dies. It gets cold, and people don't golf. You can't take care of a golf course properly when the ground's frozen and you got snow, and it's windy as hell, and it's negative 10 degrees. Golf shuts down. I put a cash box next to my door, and if there's no frost on the ground, you pay $5 for 9, $10 for 18.
I was going to
and
ask you about that. Yeah, I was going to ask you about that because when I was, like I said, I barely do very little research on folks because I like to learn about them as we're talking. And the fact that you offered to her, so you guys shut down your pro shop in a way, the cash box. That's also something where like you made a post just recently where like we'll know if you're playing without paying type of thing. So you really only charge guys $5. Yeah, so really you can pay $5 as long as there's no frost and you can see it. You're trusting these golfers. $5, you guys can play 9 holes, and you're walking. Yeah. That's so fucking smart.
I've got pull carts out there, cheap 2-wheel pull carts out front. It ain't costing a dime to use a pull cart, and
yeah,
I come by every evening, clean the cash box out. It's full of cash. I mean, it's like $200 to $300 every day, and it's giving me income throughout the winter to pay electric bill, water bill, all that stuff.
Yeah, because you could have some guys that are just like, guys, what's going on? Well, we got nothing to do right now. Hey, man, you guys, let's check out this par 3 course. Now you guys have a few, par 4s, whatever. But the fact that you guys can because I know a bunch of my boys, we're all the same age. Like, what are we gonna do? Fuck, let's go. Let's just walk the course, grab whatever we can wear to stay warm. But this fucking dude, that is so fucking smart, dude.
And then the guys that don't have cash, I got a QR code on the cash box. They just scan it with their phone and pay Venmo. It just dings on my phone. And immediately, as soon as I get it, I like it and thank him. I'm like, just be careful out there, guys. If you need anything, here's my number. Give me a call.
Dude, that is so damn smart, man. That is so damn smart. So there's a bunch of other questions real quick, though, because I don't want to answer it because I'm just taking you all in, brother. I love the energy and everything, but there's a few things that I want to make sure that our viewers get to know about Cliff, right? So let me just ask a few questions here real quick. So you told me that your dad got you into golf, like at 9 years old, right?
9 years old.
Did you play throughout high school? Did you stop it for a while, got back into it? Like, how was that whole thing?
Nope. I started at 9 years old at Mark's, and the old man, Mark, that built the golf course, my dad would never like buy me like a Snickers bar or nothing. I'd go to leave and Mark would slide a Snickers bar in my back pocket, like, go tell your dad. So,
that is awesome.
I liked going with him and his buddies, and it started out, just hitting a ball here and there. And I was like, you know what? It's summertime. I mowed grass. I mean, I'm a country boy, and we baled hay, and we didn't mind putting work in. But we had this long field that was about the size of a football field next to our house that we mowed. And we have one of those old snapper riding lawnmowers, like that you sit on, like steering wheel's way up here, and you got the little gear shift down the bottom, forward, back, all that shit. Turned it on over here. I'm like, my dad's gonna kill me, but I'm gonna make a fairway. So I lowered the deck a little bit. I made a fairway out there, and I got to the very end of that field, and I just lowered that thing to the ground, and I scalped the shit out of a circle. And then I took a solo cup. I cut a hole in the ground. I put a solo cup in it, and I stuck a stick in it. I tied a rag on the top of it so I knew where the flag was. And me and my buddies all summer long played golf out there in that field. And every summer, that was the place to be. It was like, let's go golfing at Cliffs. So we were going. We were out there with these old rusty ass clubs that was in the garage. My dad had old putter and shit. I mean, we're out there just golfing in the summer, just having fun. And I stayed into it. I stayed playing with buddies here and there. In high school, it wasn't the cool thing. So I didn't golf in high school. I mean, I was played basketball, played football. I sucked at both of them. So I quit and I started bowling, and I got scholarship money bowling, went to college. And, I never really did anything with the golf. And once I got older, I got to appreciate the game more and realize that it taught me a lot as a child. It taught me patience. It taught me respect. It taught me that, a allow this person to go first, let people play through. It taught me not only to respect the grounds and respect the course itself, but to respect the people around you. And it gave a lot to the meaning of life and like how you should act day to day. And I'm like, you know what? There's more to golf than just a sport. Like it's a lifestyle, and there's so much to it. And so I started playing at nice places. When I was working at Lilly, I had the money to be able to play with buddies. I got invited to play golf with some guys at the working for Eli Lilly, and started playing with them, and they were super fun. They started going on this golf trip down to Brightleaf in Kentucky. It's a shithole hotel where it has these 2 twin beds in it. Like, talk about going back to college days and staying in dorms. They got a pool, but they got 18 holes, and then they got another 9-hole executive course, and they got a little light up par 3, and you pay like $600, and you show up Thursday, and you play Thursday night. You play 18 holes on Friday, twice on Saturday, once Sunday morning, and you go home. And they got it all set up rider style, and there's like 65 guys that go. Like, I'm talking 65, all adults. Like, I'm talking senior guys all the way down to young kids. I mean, and like high school, college kids. And it's like son and dad bonding time. You pack your own coolers. The wives sends Jello shots with the husbands. And on the way down, we pick a few courses to hit. We stay in a hotel here and there. We hit up a steakhouse together. And like, it's just this awesome golf trip we go on. I'm like, man, this is camaraderie. This is what it's about. This is cool. And I created a group of friends out of golf. I'm like, this is like really close friends. And I was one of the younger ones, but it became a part of my life then. And then I got into playing like bigger courses, and I'm like, you know what? I want to get competitive at this. So I started playing for the U.S. Amateur Tour, and I started playing in Indiana. Richard Gere is the guy that runs the Indiana chapter of it, and it's all handicapped. So it's like you can either play scratch or wherever your handicap falls in line. You play with that group or whatnot. So it's fair. I mean, you're not playing against a scratch golfer and gonna get your ass kicked every time and make you feel horrible. Playing against guys that are your own pace. And I mean, we played good golf courses. We played Donald Ross, French Lick, stuff like that. I mean, we played really nice courses. It's kind of pricey to do them, but when you won like a little Visa gift card or whatever. You got a cool trophy. And I'm like, you know what? I won a couple times. I'm like, this is fun. I like this. And that's when buying the golf course became about. It's like that led me to, stay connected to golf, and it just kind of grew from there.
Oh man, that's, it's funny that you just mentioned about golfing on a golf trip with a bunch of guys. I mean, we didn't get a chance to do one so far this year yet. We usually try to go like January, February. We do like 10 to 12 guys, just for the fact that the podcast is getting big. The guys were getting busy, whatever. But in the years past, every year, it'd be like 10 of us go down south to Sarasota. It's not very far from us. It's like maybe an hour, but you're down by courses by. It's just an awesome time. But when you said you had about 60 guys, 3 or 4 years ago, we went to Pinehurst. There were 60 of us. Now, we didn't play on Pinehurst on number 2 or anything like that, but in that whole area, we had 60 guys. Roughly 90% of us were all veterans. I'm talking, we had guys in their 70s and 80s, all the way down to young kids. And that what you just said there, bro, dude, it was the camaraderie. The first fucking night of we didn't even start golfing yet. We had the cops called on us twice on the first fucking night.
I'll believe it.
Dude,
I'm telling you, we sit out.
Awesome.
We sit outside on the picnic tables. We got one guy that's like, his family's from Mexico, and he brings tequila with him. We're out there just doing tequila shots, and there's this little par 3 course. We get a bucket of golf balls, and we're chipping onto this little par 3, and it was
like, the best, man.
25 cents closest to pin, and we're just like sitting there.
Dude, that's that camaraderie, that bro time. I mean, the women's do their thing, but just as guys, as husbands, as fathers, for us to break away that bromancing, it's just it's the like fucking tapping each other on the ball, whatever it may be. You know what I'm saying? That fucking bro time. Oh my god, I remember that night when we got the cops called on us. I'm sitting in the back of the condo because I mean we just had dudes everywhere, drinking, whatever. And I love, you know, because I'm a veteran myself. My dad was in the military, all that shit. And I'm just sitting in the back with 3 older dudes in their 70s. I'm just learning about their stories, what they went through, you know, being old salt. 2 were Navy, 1 was Army guy. And I'm just sitting there like a kid, just like listening to them. Pops came in, everyone's moving around, and these fucking 3 old dudes are like, all right, what are they gonna do?
Whatever.
They didn't give a shit. But yeah, and then because I was drinking way too much at the time, then I got really good friends with like 3 of these guys that were like spec op guys, operators. I mean, I'm talking, even though I was Air Force and I've done some shit, but you know, operators, those spec ops guys, they're some fucking, they'll kill you. You know how to. Yeah. And I was trying to fight and wrestle 3 of them. I'm like, let's go, you fuck. What are you doing? But it's that like just that bro time, that kick-ass time of just, and we weren't even golf yet. You know what I mean? That's like the best stuff. And you hit it on the thing. And I think that's what's great what you're doing there with the Marks Par 3. You're continuing that legacy in the town. You're continuous that small town feeling. But you know what? This can be so much better to bring the next generation into golf and what you're doing. So before we get more into the thing, that would have been a perfect segue, but I got 2 more things I got to ask you. Your favorite golf movie?
Favorite golf movie? You know, that is like a toss-up. It's such a toss-up.
Let's go top 3. Let's do top 3.
Okay, top 3. I can easily do top 3. Caddyshack, Tin Cup, Bagger Vance. I mean,
okay,
Legend of Bagger
100%.
Vance.
What 100%? I love.
But my top is probably up there with Tin Cup. Tin Cup is probably going to be up there, and it's okay. So the Legend of Bagger Vance. Bagger Vance, it shows you the history of golf. It shows you a lot about the etiquette and learning it, and the possibilities, and how you can be nobody and become somebody at it, and that there's always have faith in it, have patience, to trust your gut on your shots, stuff like that. It's more of a heart. It hits you in the heart type of movie.
Yeah.
Caddyshack is just, I mean,
Caddyshack.
Oh, I got my 5-iron. He's standing here at the Best Open, and he hits the fucking tulip and hits the fucking.
Exactly.
You got the guy, Chevy Chase in there, rolling a duke, getting stoned as hell with the greenskeeper. I mean, that's you got that, but with Tin Cup, it's just,
dude,
you've got some romance in it, and then you've got that buddy thing.
Oh, it gives me goosebumps.
And then you've got the whole, underdog thing where everybody kind of looks down on you. And he's also from one of those goat ranch type golf courses. And he's playing like the Masters type.
And the fact that when Reese said, everyone's going to remember your 12, Roy. I mean, that shit on the last is the most epic scene.
Ball.
Fucking, that is my.
How many times do we do that? How many times have you done that in your life? Dude, you've done it. I've done it. We've all done it. I'm going to make it over this pond. Ball.
Yes, I think it's also maybe a generational thing, maybe because I just got done talking to Trace Fenton, who runs a golf league here. I've talked like 4 or 5 golf league guys, right? But Trace, awesome dude. He lost his wife 3 years ago. It's called Gaspar Golf, right? It's all pirate themed because Gasparilla right here in Tampa Bay, right? And he fucking said the same thing, bro. Those same 3 movies, but Tin Cup is just you just give me the fucking ball.
You can relate to it.
Dude, absolutely. We all can.
So much more.
Yes, absolutely, dude. I fucking love it, dude. Fucking love that movie. All right, so one other thing I got to do with you, as you now know on my podcast, when I talk with people, I like to have a quickie. Unfortunately, because we're doing this via, Zoom or team meetings, this will just go on my OnlyFans. So this is your fuck quickie. 5 quick questions. You ready?
Yeah, sure.
How many practice swings?
None.
Your favorite shot or club?
7-iron.
Music or no music?
Music all day.
Putting. Do you read the green, dissect it, or you give it a couple good looks and just putt it?
Couple good looks, putt it.
Passenger or driver?
Passenger, princess, all the time.
Dude. Now we can golf. Okay, you're the first. you're like maybe one or two dudes that ever said they want to be a passenger princess. So that's fine. I mean, you can tug on my hair while I'm driving around. Why passenger princess? I want to know your take on it.
Because I don't have to do shit, and I get kind of self-conscious about, yeah, he hit it further than me. I hit first, but do we want to go up and check his shot out first? And if we're playing a scramble, do we want his ball or my ball? Or, do we want to drive over there and check this out? It's there's too many decisions to make. And
Yeah.
I like to light a doobie and smoke me one while I'm playing.
Oh, dude,
and,
we have got to golf together.
Not like strong stuff like you had the day. I like the stuff from a long time ago. It's just real chill and mellow.
Brother, we're in a fucking 1971 Volkswagen.
Right on.
Dabble, bro. We absolutely. My boy Cargo and I, we love it, man. We just want to be chill, relax, put some music on.
I like to have some Tom Petty or something like that playing low, like not like slamming out music.
No.
That's not. I mean, some just chill music.
Yeah.
And I use the Wingman with the has the GPS on it and all that stuff. My par 3 course, we're getting ready to put GPS units on all the carts next week.
I saw that.
So that'll kind of take away the whole need for the GPS thing. But still, I like having that, and it's I say 7-iron because I can do a lot with my 7-iron. If I'm in a position where I have a tree that I can't get under, and I'm close to a green where I'm 100 yards out, I can use that 7-iron. I can keep it low and I can control it well. If I'm in a fairway bunker and I need to get out of a fairway bunker, but I don't think I have enough to get, I'm 150 out, and I can use that 7-iron and I can bump myself out 120 yards and be sitting in front of the green.
I heard it.
Par 3 course like we have, I can walk that whole course with a 7-iron and use it so many times. It's like it's my strength. So
I gotcha. Yeah. Our buddy Brandon, we have witnesses now. This man used to never use his driver. He only used a 7-iron. I swear on my dad's grave. We have a golf course here called Heritage Isle. I used to work there. I used to cut cups there. Swear on my dad's grave. This man could drive his 7-iron 220. I'm not kidding. We have witnesses. There's a par 5 there at Heritage Isle. 7-iron, 60-degree to dunk it for eagle.
Wow.
We went fucking. Of course, now he can't hit his 7-iron anymore. Now he went to a driver. But I kid you not, we're like, there's no fucking way you're doing this. Sure as shit, he fucking did it. So I don't blame you, man. It's a very versatile club.
Just and not only that,
a little bit. Yeah,
I'm right-handed, but I carry a left-handed 7-iron in my bag also. So if I get stuck behind a tree or I'm in an area where I can't use a right-handed club and I've got to be like on the side of a cart path or whatever, I carry a left-handed 7-iron because I can hit left-handed and I can control a 7-iron better than any club in my bag.
So
it's my rescue club.
Is that your 15th club or your 14th club? I mean, is that an extra club?
So it's my 14th.
We don't do rules or nothing. We don't do rules or nothing. Just fucking with you.
It's my 14th. It's my 14th because I don't carry a full array of woods. I'm a 5-3 pitch. I don't have a gap. I don't have an approach. I got my 3 wedges and I hit a 2 hybrid and I've got a 3 wood and I've got my driver. I don't have a 5 wood. I don't have a 7 wood. I do have a driving iron I'll use sometimes. I do have some back issues, so I don't have a whole lot of length to my shots. So if I've got a 220-yard par 3 and I've got something in front of it, but I need something that's going to stop quick on the green, and I've like looked at the layout of the course before I went, and I know I'm going to need that shot, I'll throw that utility driver in there once in a while, just so I can get it up, get some spin on it, and I can drop it, and it ain't gonna roll out. But
good shit, man. Dude, that's freaking awesome, dude. I cannot, man. If you ever come down here, maybe for next year's PGA show, dude,
I'll be there.
The Volkswagen will be. So we're actually working on it right now. So you know where we're at, where we did the podcast right there in that hallway. Yep. We're actually working it right now to where Tink's going to be in that hallway. So
Sweet.
we thought about getting it inside, but it was sold out like the week after from all the big vendors. And then for you to be with a vendor, like you can do like a sponsor with a vendor, like with Toro or whatever it may be. But there's actually something to where I'm actually building the front of my Volkswagen. You can buy clips of it, like for repair work and shit. We're going to turn that into like an anchor's desk. So it's mobile. So it'll still look like the Volkswagen. We'll have the tiki bar, but dude, for next year, brother, we're going to get together. We're going to smoke some shit.
Absolutely.
We're going to play some golf, bro. It's going to be,
Absolutely.
dude, that's
I'll have
awesome.
a +1 with me next year.
Dude,
so
we'll be totally fine, bro.
My superintendent of my golf course. Here's a good story. You'll love this.
I love them all. Now we'll keep them on, bro. We're just talking.
I told you we had a 20-some year guy, like he had been there for 27 years or whatever. So with him knowing he was going to retire soon, I hired a young kid to come in. I hired a bunch of them, like to come in as greenskeepers, and he's paying like $11 an hour, just do the shit jobs. I wanted to see who had it in him and who didn't. And I had one kid that I was trying to work a full-time job and run the golf course at the same time, just for insurance purposes. And I let my wife stay home for a year and take care of the kid before she went to kindergarten. I wanted to allow my wife to have that year off of work. And so I worked and ran the golf course. She helped too, but she's not like big into golf. She don't play. She doesn't. She's business smart. That's it. But anyways, this kid, his name's Hunter, and I brought him in as a greenskeeper to blow off greens, just help out, grunt work here and there, weed eat, mulching. He took his job so serious that he saw that I had brought another guy in to be the backup superintendent, like an assistant to Kenny. Kenny's the old man, and he was like a best friend of mine throughout my years, but I knew he had a little bit of a drug problem, drank a little bit. He was single or with a girl one week and not the next week, and loved going to strip club, and he's living on the property. And it's like, is this guy really going to work out? I sent him to turf school for the winter to try to learn, some agronomy classes, and he totally failed. But what I wasn't there to see, and I finally saw later in the season, was that Hunter kid, 22 years old at the time, was picking up every bit of his slack. Everything that he didn't do, the cup cutting, making sure the cups were clean edged, making sure the greens were mowed on time, making sure there were some fringes, making sure we had fairways cut, things were lined out. I mean, he was taking a leadership role at that age, and he was helping make sure get things done. Like, he took ownership in it. And to be at that age and have that work ethic, you don't find that much anymore. You don't.
No, bro.
And it's like, I'm like, this kid, I've got to hold on to him. So I bumped his money up. The next year, I got rid of the Chris guy. He's gone. So I told Hunter, I was like, listen, I'm going to make you my next superintendent. I'm going to give you an opportunity. I said, like, you're 23, you're going to be 24. I said, I'm sending you to agronomy schools this winter. I'm going to go with you. I said, I'll do it with you. I said, that way we're doing this together. I said, I'm not going to work anymore. I said, I'm 100% at the golf course with you. I said, I'm your right-hand man. You're not my right-hand man. I said, I want you to take ownership of this like you have. I said, if there's anything that you feel like we need or we need to do better, I said, I want to hear it from you. I said, don't be scared to say it. Step up and own it. I said, if we have a fuck up or something messes up somewhere, own it. Call me, tell me, we'll figure it out. I said, we're growing and we're doing this together. I said, but I want you to be my guy moving forward. And
I commend you for that.
Kenny, the old man, knew my intentions with him. He stuck around to be Hunter's right-hand man, the young kid, because Kenny knows where every sprinkler head is. He knows where every line is at. He knows everything about that course because he was there when it was built. And he's like, Hunter's just like soaking it up. I've got another superintendent from Illinois who used to own a golf course, sold his golf course, became the superintendent of another country club. And he was getting old and he was ready to retire. He was tired of having a boss. And he moved in right down the road from our golf course. He came to me. He's like, man, I need a few hours a week. I need to stick in this game. He's like, but I just want to come to work when I want to. And I just want to do what I want. I said, sure. So now Hunter not only has a guy that's been in the game for 28 years, but he also has another superintendent that's been around for 32 years, and it's been the chemical guy. And I do all of our chemicals. I'm our chemical sprayer. I do all the chemical stuff.
Wow.
We communicate all that stuff. I mean,
Yep.
I'm not just owner. I'm not just there for looks. I'm not just a face in the business. I'm working. I mean, if
It's
we have a
passion.
leak,
It's fucking passion.
I love it. I love it. And I want it to be successful. And it's not just going to be successful watching people do it. I've got to go out there and do it myself. I got to show them what I want. And me and Hunter share this vision together, and he's a young kid and he has so much enthusiasm. And the thing is the kid is so self-sufficient. He's 24 now and he doesn't have a credit score. He's never borrowed money in his life. He's always paid cash for everything he's had in his life. So now I'm teaching him about credit because I have a plan, a future plan for myself, that when my daughter graduates school in 12 years, I would like to retire. And in 12 years, Hunter's going to be the same age I was when I bought the golf course. So if I want to keep that generation going, I want to set him up for financial success to be able to purchase the golf course and put it in his name and he own it and keep it going for another generation.
Dude, that's
so
awesome.
It's like that forward thinking with him.
I tell you what, man, that's the one thing you just nailed it right there. Is there are very few guys at that age, right, that have that drive and passion, especially to put in the hard work at a golf course. 100%. We have one at Temple Palms, Grayson. Awesome kid, 22 years old. He's an AIT, assistant in training. And then down in River Hills, I talked to director of agronomy down there, Mark. He has a kid that's 22 years old, that same passion. And it's so rare because, you know, we're probably the same age. I was born in 80. You just, like, I will shovel my ass. I don't like using my brain anymore, except for this podcast stuff. But at the golf course, I'm just your labor. I'll cut the best damn cup. And then if you need me to shovel dirt, I'm going to fucking shovel dirt. I'm not going to stand there, bullshit around, whatever. Let's fucking get this job done. And let's just keep on pressing, work hard. You know what I'm saying? So that, to have that as your next right-hand man to take over that golf course, dude, that speaks volume. Did you guys go to the GCAA this past year or no?
No,
Golf Course Superintendents of America. I highly recommend, especially for him. I mean, of course, you too. The GCA, the Golf Course Superintendents of America Association. Dude, I've met so many supers. There are such a tight group of guys and superintendents. I got to meet 3 past presidents of it. One's a past president. Him and I kicked it right off. He was like the 81st president for the GCA because it's been around for 100 years. And I highly recommend that. Yes, go to the PGA Show, but the following year, I think it's going to be in Louisiana. I'm not 100%. I highly recommend you guys go to that one because
because we've looked into it this last year, and it just the timing wasn't right for us.
Yeah,
but
it was right after. Man. That's the jam. That's the jam to go to. You know, dude, that's fucking awesome. All right, man. So I'm gonna get more into the golf course and to your golf simulator. I mean, dude, we've already been talking, bro, for 40 minutes, my guy. This is, I don't want to kid you, dude. I love to talk, bro. All right, man, because it happens so fast. So, the par 3 course marks par 3, right? We've already talked about a good couple of things that I actually had questions about. You know, the $5 that, the $10 that. You guys are getting ready to get into your spring season now, right? We're pretty much getting close to there. And I'll even share an old video that I did at a Heritage Isle. How is it with your golfers with paying attention to signs and cart path only? How is that? How do you guys deal with that up there?
Shit.
Really?
So the thing is my younger people listen better than my older people, which is odd because it's usually the opposite in a lot of places. But I have a lot of the older people that are used to the old ways of the golf course of where nobody gave a shit. They didn't care. And I care, we care, and we want to make it better. I just invested in, I bought, I think it was 80 bags of seed for our fairways. And I want to reseed fairways, but I can't reseed a fairway if I can't keep you on the cart path and you're just going to be driving through it. It's not going to work. So if you want the course to be better, you need to cooperate with me. So I've went in, they have meetings for the like each league, like the senior men's league, the senior ladies league, the Wednesday Sycamore Club. They have meetings every year, and I've had them time me a slot in, and I've let them know, hey, we're putting GPS units on this year. And the reason I'm doing that is because last year I had a lot of times I asked you guys to be on cart path only because we were repairing some areas and you're not listening. And like I pointed out one lady, I was like, I said, for example, I said, I let everybody know that we just sodded a new tee box. I was like, and as soon as you guys finished your round, you guys finished further out on the course. But when you came flying through, you drove right through the middle of that tee box.
Oh.
It's like, I can't make this course better for you guys if you guys can't help me. It takes you guys and me working together to make this better. And I'm not going to spend the money and sink the money into it. You guys can play in a shithole golf course if that's what you want. But if you want this place to be better, you have to work with me on this.
100%.
So we're doing the geofencing and doing the cart path only, but I decided to do one that doesn't shut the cart down when you get off the cart path. It just pops up. I actually met him at the PGA Show. It's called Reach Golf, and it pops up on your screen. It says you've exited the cart path, and it beeps real annoying and real loud, and it embarrasses the crap out of you, and it keeps beeping until you get back on the cart path. And so I mean, it's gonna work. It's just getting them used to using it. I can also have control of the geofencing and keep them away from the pond, and keep them away from the edges of the greens, certain areas, and stuff like that. But it's gonna allow me to better the course.
Of course. It's like people are so used to it in their ways, or like a golf courses around here, you have your members that they think they own the track, that they think they know everything where to go.
Absolutely.
And they just buy pound, and it's just like, I know I can go over here. It's like when I golf with my boys, with my guys, as a greenskeeper, you know what I mean? As I'm the primary cutter at a golf course, but I'm still a greenskeeper, right? The green is my zen area. My golf course knows at the private track, this is David's area. I don't want to see sunflower seeds. I don't want to see cigarette butts. I don't want to see Zen packets. None of that shit. And we make sure that there's a newsletters out that goes out there and stuff like that. But the biggest thing is that these golfers just to think that there's a reason why there's an entry and exit post, right? We're trying to preserve this area. Don't keep entering and exiting in the same spot. Move the post. Now, so when I go with my guys, I'm like, gentlemen, you're with me now. Yes, we have a good time. We bullshit, all that stuff. I make a point that I always try to do 90-degree turns onto the golf course and up. We don't do any of this crossing over shit if you have to, but you know what I mean? It's like, I think just a lot of golfers, especially the older folks, they're so used to their, like you just said it, in their ways. Oh, I'm a member. I can do what I want. No, motherfucker. Their only way for the golf course to be legit, not even just for yourself, but for your guests. Because if you have somebody, let's just say, for example, Cliff, I come up there and I know your golfer is going to be amazing regardless. And people are just driving over a tee box. What the fuck are you doing? You don't drive over a tee. I think it's just people are just so used to their ways. And it's just, I can hear it, man. It's so frustrating.
It is.
I don't blame you.
It is. And I mean, to your point, you're right. It's a lot of the members that just have that entitlement. And a lot of people they tie that entitlement word with the Gen Z or type of era. It's not. It's every generation. But like it just depends on where you're at, what you're doing, and what it pertains to. But like I had, for example, last year, my biggest problem was my men's league. It's a small course. I mean, we're 40 acres. I mean, it's 18 holes, but I've got 25 golf carts. And if I have all 25 golf carts out on that course, I have 50 people out there plus walkers. That course is packed. I mean, that's a lot of people on a small course. You're going to be held up at par 4 tee boxes. You're going to get stacked up. It's going to happen. And they're like, why can't you buy more golf carts? Well, I'll tell you what, Joe, it's because I ain't buying a golf carts just for your league because you guys decided to have 74 members. You guys know that there's limitations. Work within those limitations. If you're out of those limitations, you're going to have some troubles. Last year, I had a time when I had 2 golf carts that were down. The generators were bad on them. They're old gas carts. They're club cars, and those generators are like $1,200. It's like, do I repair it or do I trade it in and just get a new golf cart? You know,
Mhm.
I'm in that build making that decision. So I sat there for a couple of weeks. He's like, why don't you get your ass up in the morning, come out here, work on these damn golf carts? I don't ever see you over here until 9 o'clock. I said, well, Joe, you know why? Because my kid gets on the bus at 8:30 right over there. I said, and I don't come over here till my kid gets on the bus. And he's like, well, maybe you ought to figure out a babysitter instead of being a babysitter all the time. I'm like, you crossed the line. And even the guys who were in the car was like, Joe, get back in the car. Shut your mouth. He goes, you don't talk to people that way. He goes, you
Yeah,
leave
yeah.
that little girl out of this. Like, and it got heated. And me and him were at
Yeah.
each other's throat the rest of the year. And it became time to buy season passes again. We do this cool little season pass deal. Like, when I tell you how much our season pass is, it's going to blow your mind. So on Small Business Saturday, we sell season passes for $250 cash only. And our season pass regular price is $285. We sell 200 of them, and that's it. But
Damn.
that's an absolute insane price on a season
Dude,
pass.
100%.
Dirt cheap. And
Yeah.
it covers your green fees. Don't cover cart fees. It just covers your green fees. But still, I mean, it's like I sell out so quick. I've literally
I'm
got
sure.
12 left. I have 12 left for the season, and it's like it just started April. Leagues, not all
Wow.
leagues have even started yet. And
Wow.
it's like he was one of the first people to come in and buy a season pass, shakes my hand, apologizes for the way he acted last year. And he's like, you know, he goes, sometimes I don't have my head on straight and I look at the problem and I don't think about why there's not a solution. He goes, I know you guys are doing good work at it. He goes, it took somebody to sit there in that cart with me and tell me, he said, hey, Joe, why don't you look back 5 years and look at what this golf course looked like then and look at it today. And you tell me that kid's not working and doing some work on this place and making it better. Because you need to appreciate it.
I will give that guy Joe a little bit of credit for the fact that he manned up and apologized and realized.
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
here's the other thing too. You could have banned his ass, and then now
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Right?
I got one that I have banned just for being that
Yeah.
way, and
Yeah.
he's just unapologetically just an asshole, and
Dude,
it's just it won't be tolerated. It's like this one specific guy that I've kicked off of there. If you total up what he spends there in a year, he may spend $1,500 a year there, but in the grand scheme of things, he causes so much problems.
Yeah.
There's probably 3 or 4 people that don't golf there because he's there all the time.
Yeah.
And it's gained.
Yeah.
Like, I've gained people because he's gone. It's like part of that owning it just makes
bro.
You making those decisions, you know. But
Oh, of course, man. And dude,
so you're a cup cutter. Let me ask a question for you now.
Dude,
Okay. Let me
Go
ask
for
a
it, brother.
question. Let's
Well, hold
flip
on.
chairs for a second.
I'm actually real quick. Even like after this,
Okay.
I'm getting ready to do my unboxing of. I was very blessed when I was at the GCAA. I got to meet with the Standard Golf Company, the vice president Matt and Mike, who's their accounting thing.
This might be a good segue.
Okay, I love it. They actually sent me. I mean, I have my own cup cutter that I got from a buddy, but they sent me they did. What kind of cup cutter do you want? I'm like, what? So they sent me my own What other greenskeeper has their own cup cutter, bro? It's fucking. I cannot wait to do this unboxing. But go right ahead. I will be. Do I need to flip this around? Do I need to do my?
Flip it around.
Hold on.
Flip it around.
Hold on.
Before I even ask you, flip it around.
Okay. So real quick, what is that thing you do? You do T-Box Tuesday. I love that little segment you do. What was it? T-Box Tuesday?
Oh, Tuesdays from the tips.
Tuesdays from the tips, bro.
It's golf tips.
I love it. All right, go, ask away, brother. Go right ahead.
So Mark's Par 3 has never, ever, and we've been there for 62 years, has ever owned a new cup cutter. Never. Always been hand-me-downs, always old ones. Hunter's been using this old one with a wooden handle that you slam in the ground, twist and twist and twist and twist. You go to eject it and you're just trying so hard to get it out. We have clay soil, so that makes it even 10 times worse in the summer. It's like you can't get out of there. You're beating it with a hammer. And then when you go to put them back in, you can't get an even cup set back down. That's above the lip a little bit. You're shaving some off the bottom. You're carrying some dirt with you because now it's too low, and you're stuffing more down in there. You're watering it. You're pricking it. I mean, just the biggest fucking headache. So I told this kid, I said, dude, I'm buying you a new cup cutter this year. I said, what cup cutter do you want? It's funny that you said that because Standard Golf is where we bought it from. Well, I say Standard Golf, it's a Par 8. But
Par 8,
so it's our chemical guy. We use Target Specialties for our chemicals, and I only use one company. I'm very big on being faithful to my companies. I mean, if you treat me right, you're my guy. And if I call you and you answer the phone and you help me when I need you, you're my guy. I'm not going somewhere else. And he's also a guy that's a sales rep for Standard Golf. And so I got with him on cup cutters. My guy picked one out. So before I tell you which one he picked out, I want to know what one you got.
So I haven't even opened up the one from Standard Golf Company yet. They sent it to me about 3 weeks ago. I've been so busy with obviously with the podcast and my Nana and all that jazz. I'm actually going to be doing the unboxing now. So my other one that I do have the old school Parade. I honestly love that style. I don't like the slamming, right? I actually prefer the twisting. Now, I'm a big guy. You know, I'm about, 215, 220 now. I prefer the twisting for a couple of reasons. One, I know how to position my body to where I know it's always going to be up and down, even on a slight slope. I know just because I've been on a low estimate, like I said, man, on a low estimate, I've done 25,000 cups on a low estimate. And I don't like the slamming, bro. I'm 45. That shit hurts. And the fact that I'm half Filipino, I can still squat like a Filipino can do. Flat foot, I can still get down there low and all that shit. So the one I got from Standard Golf Company, I asked for the twist one, just because I know as a big guy, I can literally, now I don't know how I can do it up there where you guys are at, but down here, you know how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? I can do, for a cup cutting, I can do maybe 4 twists and my cup's already down. I'm like, bam, 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 done.
We're like 25.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, because you have a different soil, you have all the clay and all that jazz, but
not only that, my biggest problem when I first got the golf course is thatch. We had about 2-inch layer of thatch on top of the green.
Shit.
Just because they ain't been taken care of properly for so long.
Yeah.
So I mean,
and you guys aren't even using Bermuda. You guys are using something else, right?
We're using pin crossband grass.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like I said, I prefer the twisting just because I don't want a slamming one. I've used this before. My joints start to hurt and all that shit. With the twisting one, I can get all my weight into it. I know where I'm on my tippy toes to where I'm not disrupting the thing. Because with me, a lot of guys with a twisting, they're trying to stand right over it flat-footed, and that is their body. You can't put your weight into it when you're flat-footed and anything. So it's literally on my crotch, and I'm just on my tippy toes, almost where I'm not disturbing the green, but to where I can put all my body weight, and then boom, 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 I'm down.
So Hunter is 5'3" and weighs 135 pounds.
Damn, that's as big as my left thigh. That's a small guy. It's you might have seen, you have those electric ones. I've tested those ones out from Whittick, and I'm not a big fan of those electric ones. You can use your Milwaukee or DeWalt. How many batteries you're going to go through? They're too slow. Is that going to last 18 holes? I don't think so. But new ones that came out from Parade, I tested one out right now. Again, I'm a big guy. I used to lift a lot. I still exercise, but you know, if he's a small guy and you have these other ones that are really big, I even made this complaint to Parade. I'm like, there's one where you can twist it. It's got bars everywhere. It's fucking heavy as hell. Now, how is somebody supposed to pick up something that big up off the cart, bring it down without dragging it, and then set it properly? The old school Parade ones, I'll be honest, I think mine is, it's in my garage. They're just so simple. They're they're light. They're just, as long as you take care of it, grease it up a little bit and sharpen them. You know what I mean? That's
So
which one did you guys get?
Went with the HIO Exact.
I know that. Yeah.
Slam.
Yep. And it has the things on the side, right? Doesn't it have the feet on the side or no?
It has the feet on the side. We bought the stand and everything for it. We mounted the stand in the back of our gator to where it fits right in perfect, and it's got the level on the top of it. And when he saw that level, he's like, "Holy crap, man!" He's like, "This is the cat's meow," and he's the biggest stoner you'll ever meet. So he's like, "Man, this shit is awesome, bro." He's like, "I gotta take this out on the putting green right now." So we go out on the putting green. And our putting greens ain't been cut this year. Like, we've got 5 holes that have been there all winter long. They're shaggy as can be. And he's like, so we just put growth regulators and everything on this last week, and we got rain for 3 days. So I tried to time it to right before the rain, and so it pops.
Yeah. Yep.
That's so he goes out there and he goes, all right, I want you to video me. So I video him. He takes that thing and slams into the ground. Bam, 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 like 6 hits. He's like, no way. He just looks at me over this, no fucking way. And he goes
Hell
like this,
yeah,
pick it
bro.
up, and it just slides out.
Slides
He's like,
butter.
oh, he goes, that's so crispy, bro. And he goes,
Yeah, I love
the
it.
other cup that he pulls out, he goes to put it back in. He puts it in, and it's got one of the ratcheting releases.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, I know that. Yep.
He goes, click, click. He goes, ain't no way. No way. He lifts it up. And he's like, that was so effortless. I said, he's like,
Butter.
I just cut a cup in less than 2 minutes.
Yep.
He's like, it's never taken me less than 15 minutes to cut a cup.
Damn. It was like that before.
Yeah, because before, like old wooden handled piston, guessing the depth and then going to backfill your old one, taking your plug and putting it in and making sure it's even, and sitting there with dirt and water and just squeezing some extra sand, and I mean it takes a lot to cut a cup. But now I mean, like, it's like he's like in and out 2 minutes like that. He's like,
loves it.
He's like, now I got to decide whether I'm going to go spread fertilizer or if I'm going to cut cups, and I'm absolutely cutting cups. So.
The fact that it's still young. I mean, it's a passion, man. Why do you think it's called Your Fuck, dude? I love like when I cut a cup, when I paint it, I'm like, because I love classic cars, I'm the type of dude, like, I look back at a car, I'm like, that's a cup. I do the same thing with my cups. I almost take 2 or 3 pictures a day of a cup. I'm like, that's sexy. It's the thing, man. That's good shit,
it's
bro.
It's $28 to play 18 in a cart at my course, but I guess I guarantee you play at my course this year, I'm gonna have sleeves on the inside of my cups with my logo on it. So when you putt, you see my logo. And you're not gonna see that shit at the country club. Nowhere around here are you gonna see that.
That's
you're
good
not gonna
shit,
see
man.
You're not gonna see a crispy cut hole like we got. It's not gonna be perfect like what we got. It's gonna be even. It's gonna look great, and you're gonna love it.
Dude, that's
course never had a roller. I bought a roller last year, right on Salisco. So we roll greens now. We aerate them. I go through and punch bad spots. I overseed. That shit was never done before, and it's just like part of taking care of a golf course that just like got neglected for so many years, and it's just doing it we're on our 4th season, and you can see the difference. It's like people are like, your greens actually roll now, and they roll true. But I've got turtleback greens. They're old 60s style turtleback greens. Donald Ross even had a part in designing some of these greens.
No shit.
They're all built USGA spec, and there's some greens that if I cut them too short, you can't hold them. There's no way you can hold the green. There's, for our club championship, I usually pick one hole that I put a really like asinine hole, like a cup on. Like it's one that's gonna piss you off. I put one hole 12 is kind of an uphill green. It's got a top shelf and it's got a very bottom lower shelf. I put it like halfway up that shelf at an angle. So you gotta putt up to it. But it's like if you putt up and to the left of it, your ball will stay and you can have a shot over at it. But a lot of people weren't figuring that out. I had a lady get a 27 on that hole last year. Like, she literally laid down next to the green and cried. She's like, I can't fucking make it. And all the guys were waiting behind her. It's like, sometimes it's a little too much, but it's like, I give every single class that's out there golfing, your women, your handicapped, your men's, your scratch golfers, all of them that win, they get a season pass for next year. So they're competing for a
that's
season
so
pass.
rad, man. So, that is so fucking cool, dude. Dude,
I'm giving away over $1,500 season passes, and I'm not gonna just give them away. I'm gonna make you earn it.
But the best part about that, though, bro, is that you're bringing people back. You're making people to come in there, and you're giving them all these incentives. To like, okay, it's a par 3 course, but is it really a par 3? No, it's a fun track. Because when I looked it up real quick, that you had a couple par 4s, I'm like, oh shit, that's pretty badass. I mean, because I was looking at dude, that's good shit, dude. Oh man,
one's got water on the right. You got to hit over the water. I've got one hole 16. You don't have a straight shot to the pin. You've got woods on the left, and then there's a layout on the right, and you've got to split a pine tree in those woods and land on top of that hill and let it roll down to the green to
No
get to the
shit.
green. It's
Yeah, yeah.
251 yards to the green, but you have to mentally play that hole. It's not an
I
easy
like
hole.
that. I like
And
how
then
you
we've got a
said that.
18 is a straight par 4. It's a
Yep,
long
yep.
one. It's like 348, something like that. So I mean, it's a long par 4, and you've got some guys that can, in the summer when you got the bounce, the rollout on that clay soil,
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
reach. There's some guys that can reach it, and
No shit, dude.
so the hole 2
Brother.
is par 4. It's a blind shot. It's uphill. You can't see the green. So
Yeah. Dude, man, I mean, just the fact that we just been talking nonstop, bro, and it's been fun. I wish I could have done some of this. I wish we could have just been chilling, dude, man. This is I'm gonna give you this option here because we've been talking for so long, and I don't want to. I can talk forever. Do we want to end this and do a part 2 for your luxury thing, or do you want to keep on tracking? It's totally up to you.
Let's just keep tracking. Let's keep tracking, man.
Let's fucking do it, man. So,
keep going.
So I will say this though. Back to your golf course, though. Now I have a reason to fucking come visit Indiana. I mean, that's the one I'll talk about myself, but real quick, briefly, was that. So before I even started the podcast, my wife and we already had planned on traveling the United States, towing this behind, just travel, right? We already told our boys, good luck finding us. You're not going to find us. We will find you when the kids are born, when we have grandkids and shit. But bro, now because of the podcast, dude, and how fast it's growing, and I still have the Volkswagen, bro, my ultimate dream now is to travel the United States, towing this behind, going to golf courses, having conversations with superintendents, golf pros, all that jazz, and then going to PGA events. I would fly you guys out, my boys, guys that I connected with. Gentlemen, I'm here at Scottsdale. I'm here at wherever. I'm cutting one cup at every PGA event. I want to have a conversation with their superintendent, their cart girl, a local business, whatever. We'll play some golf, record an episode. I'll fly you guys home, throw you some bones. Then I'm going to go to the next golf course, wherever the PGA event is, and do it all over again. So that's my ultimate goal for this fucking thing that we're doing now.
That is so awesome.
Now, I mean, I have connections with guys that actually used to work at Augusta. The fact that one day I might be pulling up in the RV, pulling this behind, stopping at Mark's par 3, bro. And
I'm going to give you a name of a golf course. Do you have a pen and piece of paper down?
Brother, these are all your notes, my guy. These are all your notes.
Kenyatta.
Kenyatta.
CANYATA.
Okay.
Do some research on that golf course.
Okay. I will do that.
It's a very, very private, exclusive course, but it's one of the top 100 in the world. Really? It is literally 30 minutes away from Terre Haute. It's in Marshall, Illinois. It's owned by Jerry Forsyth, multi-billionaire. He's very connected with the IndyCar. He's got his hands in tons of stuff. He owns multiple golf courses, but he is with. If you've heard of Icon Golf is it's $35,000 for membership, and then $8,000 a year is your dues. They just took over the ownership of this course, so when you drive in, he's got dogwood trees lining the sides of it. So you drive in just like Augusta. You're driving underneath a tunnel of trees. When you get through that tunnel of trees, there's a creek running over the road. You drive through running water, and you go up the hill. It used to be old native grounds. And when you pull up, there's this big, huge log cabin with a big statue of an Indian out front. And you unload your bag, and they all have brand new golf carts, and they load your stuff up, take you to the pro shop, and your round of golf. He's got a playground there for his grandkids. I mean, huge setup outside for outdoor cooking. One of our big places around here to eat is called Stables. It's a steakhouse. I mean, it's been here for multiple years. It's huge. And there's one called J Fort's. So those two steakhouses are big. So your round of golf includes you showing up 7:30 in the morning, unloading, getting set up. You walk into the pro shop, you sign the sign-in book. And when I say you sign a sign-in book, this book is probably this thick. And if you go back to the first page and start looking through names, you're seeing names like Tiger Woods, you're seeing George W. Bush, you're seeing Peyton Manning, Larry Fitzgerald, you're seeing Charles Barkley. You're seeing names of presidents and dignitaries that like you've never known would have been there. Guy had a helipad out there for you to land a helicopter. Because it's up in the woods, you know, it's private.
Wow.
And if you from the highway, you can't
Yeah.
see it. You see a big,
Really?
massive entry that says Kenyatta real big, and you're like, okay. There's a little talk box. You open it up. They open the gates, let you in. You have to be invited. I've played there half a dozen times, but this place, I would hold it up against Augusta. I've never been to Augusta, but it is so pristine that when you step on a tee box there's not a broken tee. There's no blade of grass out of place. It looks like you're the first person to ever play this golf course. They have grounds crews that are like randomly like fixing flower pots and mulch here and there. And it's like as soon as you make a divot, you'll be on the green and you look back, that person has come out of the woods and they fixed your divot on the spot. They'll replace the sod if they have to where your divot was before the next person comes to the hole.
Holy shit.
It is
Wow.
so exclusive. $850 play around there. You play
Wow.
18 in the morning. Your snacks, drinks, alcohol, all that. You pay nothing for that. It's all included. They come fill your cool up. You got ice, pencils, teas, whatever it is. The only thing I will say is be careful before you buy something in the clubhouse. They make you fill out a form and you put your credit card information and your name and all that on there. And as you buy stuff, they cut the tag off of it and tape it to it. There's no prices on anything. Then you get a bill in the mail. So I bought a shirt. I got a wallet that had the logo on it. I got a sleeve of Pro V1s. I got a thing of teas. And I always buy a flag when I go to a golf course that's exclusive.
Oh, cool.
I'm
I like
a
that.
I'm a flag collector, and I like
Yeah.
bag tags. So I buy the bag tags. That's all I bought. I got a bill in the mail for $400 and some.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
I'm like, shit.
Damn.
But it's
Damn.
an exclusive course. So
I
let's
most
get
definitely-
into this.
Yeah.
Let's
I'll
get into
check it
this
out.
golf sim thing.
Yeah, man. So that's one
Okay.
thing I'm interested in is like, so when did that, so what's the business actually called and when did you get started? Like, so how did that all come about?
It's called Luxury Golf Sims.
Okay.
And
That's what I have right here. Okay.
we started it. We actually sent into the state and got our business licensed through the state last August.
Okay.
So what started this is my buddy Josh. Me and Josh have been friends for years. He works in the car dealership industry. He runs a car dealership that does Chrysler, Ford, Dodge. He's the GM over a dealership, and he's taken on a Ford dealership. We met. I was working a detail department just out of high school, and he was doing body shop stuff. And he kind of grew into the finance manager and then the GM of the site. And I just went my own separate way, and we stayed cool buddies forever. And he bought a simulator in North Carolina and drove a truck and a trailer down North Carolina and paid $35,000 for the simulator. Like, it was one of the big enclosures and has like Pebble Beach scene wrapped around it.
Okay.
Screen projector. It was a Unicore. I believe it was, I don't know which one it is, like middle of the line. But anyways, he bought the whole setup, computer and all that stuff. Hauls it home, and he's like trying to find somebody to come to his pole barn and put it together. Can't find anybody that installs it around Indiana. Nobody in Chicago. Closest place is Atlanta, Georgia. That's a haul.
What?
So we're like,
From where you guys are at.
Indiana, Atlanta, Georgia. And supposedly this place in Atlanta is doing places in Indianapolis. And I'm like, we can do it. I'm like, let's get a case of beer. Let's figure this fucking out. So he puts it together. It gets put together in the first time. We get the turf down, all that stuff, calibrates it. Dude, we're playing Augusta. We're playing TPC Sawgrass. You know, we're having time of our life out here in a pole barn. Well, he had a room built onto the side of his pole barn for this simulator. But he was just too anxious. That room wasn't done yet, so he was too anxious. We had to get it put up in the pole barn anyways, where his vehicle's parked. So we're playing it out here. Now it's time to move it. So Hunter, my superintendent, goes with me. One of the guys that plays with us all the time, Jeremy, goes with me. Me and Josh. We paid these guys a couple $100. And over the period of 2 days, we tore it down, moved it, set it back up, had it all set up in the simulator room. We're like, man, we can do this shit for a living. Like, we do this on the side. being closed for the winter. I was like, I need a winter job. Josh was like, it's slow in the winter in the car business. Let's start talking about doing this. So we made a Facebook page. You know, we're like, we got registered with the state and got insurance and all that stuff. And he's at work one day, and there's a lady there to pick up a car and picking it up for the person that she works for. She's their secretary. She's like, yeah, I won't say his name. I don't want to put his name out there. That's
no worries.
He says, you know, he's been. We're just gonna call him Bob. Okay, Bob wants one for the house, and he's always wanted one in this one spot. When they built the house, he was supposed to build it in there, but his wife got sick. So now, like, she's better and doing a lot better, and said that he can go ahead and put his in. Guy's very wealthy, so like when it comes to the money part of it, it's not a big deal. He just has a vision in his head. I walk into his basement, and we're gonna give him a quote. So we get invited to give him a quote. Meet with him, super cool guy. He's got a floor beam that holds his kitchen up right in the area where he wants it at. It's 7.5 feet high. I'm like, Bob, I can't get a simulator in there, man. 7.5 feet high. He's like, well, how much space do you need? I was like, I need like 8 feet 8 inches at least. Like, that's bare minimum. He's like, well, give me a couple of weeks. I'll give you guys a call. Calls him back. It's been a few weeks. I was thinking maybe we lost him, whatever, Calls him back, says, come out, take a look and see if you got it now. This guy had hired an engineering company to come put an iron beam in place of that wooden floor beam and got us the height we need and got rid of the beam in the center of it. So we had space width for all of it. He's like, you do it now? I'm like, yeah, we can.
Holy shit.
He had done some research, told us some things that he wanted, and told us some ideas that he had. And he had a sauna. It's like one of those lap pools.
Yeah.
It's like above ground, and
yep.
And it's got a pipe that came over into that area in that space that he wanted to make a golf room. He's like, I got this pipe. He's like, do I need to have them move that, or what do I need to? I said, I've got an idea for you, Bob. I said, but let me know what you think. I said, what do you think about building a putting green to cover it up and like doing a hill over top of it and like building like a putting green in this corner? He's like, I love that idea. He's like, yeah, let's do that. So we tied the putting green in to the turf where the simulator is at and did the padding around the simulator. We had Carl's Place is who we go through with for almost all of our stuff. Carl's Place is great to us. We became a wholesaler through them. So anytime anybody needed anything from them, hit us up because it's like we get a really deep discount and we can take care of it for it. Have it drop shipped to your house. But anyways, so we put this up, and as we're putting it up, where the wall was initially going to be at, he's like, let's not put the wall there. Let's just use this whole end of the basement. I've got another friend that does construction that's really big into golf, and he's got a construction company. So I bring him in to do the drywall and do the studs. And then I have another kid that I golf with. He's a scratch golfer, super good. Also a young kid with really good work ethics. His dad is a custom woodworking guy and builds like cabinets and whatever. I was like, I need your dad to build a bar. And he wants a concrete top just like I have in the clubhouse. And he needs a desk over here too. And for the computer desk, and it needs to match. It needs concrete countertop, but it wraps like around a corner. And he wants a locker display to display all of his golf bags in there. And like it got really intricate and detailed. And it's like as we're doing it, it's like the money is racking up. Like it's like this is not just a regular golf simulator install. So by the time we're done, I mean, we're talking over 6-figure golf room and like carpeted, like cherry looking furniture everywhere. The putting green is all outlined in the same poplar wood that's stained the same to match everything. He's got spots on the wall to hang TVs everywhere, a lounge area. I mean, this putting green, I used the actual turf that they use in TGL on TV. Like I got a hold of the company that Sin Golf that does their Sin Lawns or whatever it is. Same company does their turf. I bought all the turf for his putting green from them and the turf for his simulator from them. So that way the speed of the turf would match the stimp that he's used to playing at the country club. And like this was extremely detailed. All the lighting in there. I mean, there's spotlights on your hitting area, and like it's not an overhead unit because he doesn't have the height for it. but it's a
Yeah.
Foresight G4 or quad max that he can pick up,
Gotcha. Yeah.
and he can carry it to the range. And it comes with a rangefinder that syncs with that unit. So when he's on the golf course and he goes to shoot something, it tells him what club to use and how much strength to use.
Damn.
Because it knows from the simulator. And like it's the cat's meow. So it's like he's a pretty high-end customer, and he's a big guy at the country club. So people hear, oh, Bob's got this. Let's go check it out. And then they're like, next thing you know, I'm getting a phone call from somebody that says, oh, you did so-and-so simulator. I'm thinking about putting one in my pole barn. What do you think? Next thing you know, I'm putting one in this guy's pole barn. And now I've got a guy that owns a bar in the town next to us that's completely gutting his upstairs, 80 by 20. He's like, I hear you guys do some really good simulators, and I want a commercial install for simulators.
Wow.
I want one at either end that's 15 foot wide, 10 foot tall. He's like, I want one on both ends. So when you come up the stairs, I got one. I'm putting a bar in the center and a lounge area, and I want one at the other end too. And so we're in the middle of doing two there.
Damn.
And then literally 6 blocks away from him, I've got a guy that contacted us for a quote and wanting to put 3 in his bar. So it's like snowballing.
Yeah.
It's like the work is there, and they're finding out that there's somebody local that can do it. And you don't have to call Atlanta or have somebody from out of town, because then you're paying their hotel fees or room board. It's costing even more money to have somebody flown in from out of state to do this stuff. Now you got somebody right here doing it. And not only are we doing just regular cheap, Bushnell Pro launches, we're doing Foresight Falcons. I mean, whatever you want, I can do it.
Wow.
And it's
The
like
fact
I've
that-
luckily linked up with a construction company that does quality work and is golf minded, and like we mesh so well together. I mean, Noah that runs it, great golfer. He's actually gotten a par on one of our par 4s. He's gotten a hole in one on one of our par 4s over the water. 296 yards, 291 yards with a 3-wood. Yeah. So
Wow.
and then I've got a kid that's plays scratch golf that's super good, and his dad built all of the wood stuff at our golf course. So it's like I have that connection with them and the golf, and and we all worked well together. And when we finished this guy's house, Bob's like, I just want you guys to know that I own an apartment complex, and I've worked with so many people over my years, and nobody has done such a seamless job without there being any arguments or miscommunications or anything, and it running so smooth from beginning to end and bringing a vision to life like you guys have. You guys nailed it. And that meant more than the paycheck.
Of course. Of course.
That's awesome.
Dude, congratulations, man. That is the fact that you were able to grab all these guys together, literally band together, and produce something that is above and beyond, to where now everyone's itchy, like, wait, Bob has that? Okay, I want that too. In the Midwest. That is, dude, that is awesome. I think I briefly saw a video where you were walking. I assume that's it, right? Where you walk downstairs. And I didn't watch the whole thing because I wanted to talk to you first. So I'm going to watch it again.
Yeah, watch
dude,
it.
that's fucking awesome, dude. That is fucking awesome. That is just.
So to give you an idea, before you watch that whole video, that entire area was concrete basement. It was concrete floors, concrete brick walls. There was no ceiling. It was open floor joists. So that was a raw build, like from carpet to drywall to ceiling to lighting, plugins, TVs, screens, projector, you name it, furniture, everything was raw.
So to tell me that basement costs as much as like a small little house, and what I mean,
yeah.
Dang.
I can buy 3 houses in the avenues here in Terre Haute for what he spent on his basement.
Holy shit! The fact that you said that you put the putting area over a cover over his pool, like the lot pool thing.
The piping that for his pool, like the drain pipe.
Yeah. So you put a cover over it.
There's like a ledge over top of it, and on the other side there's a hole there. So basically, he has a hole that he puts straight away, and he can hit that, and then off to the left he can putt back and go putt uphill to another hole that's covering that pipe. But I used the fact that I had that raised area to put a hole in there.
Yeah.
So it looks natural. Like you would never guess that there's a pipe underneath there.
No
But like
shit,
I told
dude.
him, the way I kind of had to engineer that one hole is there's 3 screws, and I've shown him. I've got pictures that I supplied him with, to where if he ever has a leak or has to get access that pipe, you unscrew 3 screws, and it tilts up, and you have access to all of it. And then you tilt it back down, screw it back in, and you're back to normal.
Shit, dude. Damn, dude. So it's a crew of 4 of you guys or so? You said it was your buddy, yourself, the kid that does his dad does like the woodwork.
Yeah, I would say so. The wood crew, there's probably 3 of them. There's there's the son, the dad, and there's another son too, because all that stuff is heavy. Concrete's heavy. And then the concrete countertop that was on the bar, it had to be poured in place. Then he epoxied over top of it to make a red mark.
Wow. Dude, congratulations, man. Dude, congratulations on the fact that you didn't stop. You went from this par 3 course. March par 3 is let's keep it in house. Let's keep it in the community. Let's beef it up. You know what? What are we gonna do this winter? Fuck it. Let's build this. Dude,
let's put on people's houses too.
Dude, what the hell, man? That's fucking awesome, bro. Dude.
But my buddy Josh is he's one of those thinkers that's like, he worries about everything. Like he's worried whether it's going to go right, or he's not pessimistic. He's just one of those people that dissects things and he thinks about what could possibly go wrong.
Ah, yeah, that's right.
So it's like he's worried, if we do this, we got to think about this in the future too. So he's thinking 3 or 4 steps ahead.
Yeah.
Me, on the other hand, I'm just like, fuck it, let's roll with it. If we run into an issue, let's fix it.
Later. Yeah, right, bro.
We'll figure it out. We're gonna figure this out. And he gets a little intimidated. So at first he's like, man, we bit off more than we could chew. I'm like, no, you never bite off more than you can chew. What you do is you just keep fucking chewing is what you do. I said, eventually you'll get it chewed up. So
a little bit at a time. You're gonna do a little bit at a time.
A little bit at a time.
That's right.
But after we did it, we were standing there at the bottom of the stairs and we're looking at this room. We looked at each other. I was like, dude, we did this. Nuts.
Awesome, bro.
Yeah.
Good shit, man. Congratulations, bro. Dude, I mean, you're just nonstop, Cliff. You're just fucking nonstop. That's awesome, man. Brother, I'm gonna tell you this right now. This was an amazing conversation that we can keep on going forever.
I can talk to you forever, bro.
Dude, man, like I said, I tell people all this all the time. Like I just got done talking to some people last night for a superhero scramble. These 2 ladies, they don't even golf, right? They just helped start up this thing 5 years ago for Christina's son had a really terrible brain cancer at 3 years old. Now he doesn't have it. They went through St. Jude's and everything like that. Regardless, the fact that they don't even play golf and we still spoke for an hour and 10 minutes. You know what I mean? Like I just love having conversations like what just tell me the story that you told me about you had a field next to your house. And that you and your friends as teenagers and shit like that, let's fucking do this over the summer. I love this shit, man. That's fucking awesome, dude. I cannot wait for you and I finally get together in person. Fucking smoke some shit, have a gummy, whatever, have a whatever it is. Like, just, dude.
Sure.
I just want to say, dude, thank you for what you're doing for the golf community. You know what I mean? It's like we said earlier.
So we have this thing in town. It's called it's the Tribune Star People's Choice Awards. What they do, and they do.
I saw that. Congratulations.
Yeah, we've got it the first 3 years in a row. 3 years in a row, we've won that thing.
I saw that, and I meant that's actually one of the things I was going to tell you. First, I said right. First, congrats on being named Reader's Choice Best Golf Course, bro. So, congratulations, buddy. Dude, man, it's
and that's voted on by the community. That's voted on by prior peers. I mean, that's
good stuff.
This golf course could have been a housing community right now as we speak, but it's not. Instead, it's a place that all these kids and these teenagers and people and their families and everybody can still bring their kids out, play and enjoy and make memories. Man. I mean, I tell you what, man.
It's the biggest thing, like you said earlier too. It's like we said earlier. It's the passion. Right. It's the passion for getting people. It's the passion for getting people together, that community for golf, to getting people together to bro time, girl time, whatever it may be, to keep the sport going and just it's like you're like fucking, like you said yourself, you're in there putting the seed, you're in there freaking putting the roller, you're in there now. You told your new superintendent, this kid, like, hey, I'm your right hand man. You tell me what to do. Same thing I'm doing with this podcast. I love doing all the editing. I would rather just have all the conversations and someone do all the editing. But because I have the vision for this podcast and what I wanted to do, I'm going to do everything. I'll put in the legwork. I said this countless times, man. When I retired from the Air Force, I said I would never sit behind a computer ever again. But brother, I fucking love what we're having these conversations like with a guy like you. It's because it's our passion. You know what I mean?
You found a way to love doing it.
Oh, dude, I fucking love it. Yeah, absolutely.
And while we're sitting here talking, I just got a text message from a guy, Jeremy, and he's got his boy Silas. Silas is, I believe he's 11 years old, 10 going on 11, somewhere around there. But last year he got into competitive golf with junior PGA, and he started golfing at our golf course and fell in love with the sport.
Dude.
And
awesome,
so I sponsored him last year. I gave him all his clothes with our Marks Par 3M on it.
Cool,
He's been
bro.
stoked. So like this year, he just got a new set of Vice clubs and had them cut down to the size for him. And like while we were sitting here just now, I got a text message from his dad, and there's an image. I haven't read it yet, but it's got a picture of a scorecard. And he's like, man, he goes, I don't know what to do with this kid at this point. And he goes, I'm just shocked and I'm like in disbelief. He's like,
awesome,
what's my next step? Like, that's the stuff right there. Like, that's
absolutely.
what hits me right in the heart. Like, that's
100%.
That's a dad and a son spending quality time together, and a passion that's being built out of this kid that this dad introduced to.
And the fact that it'll keep on going, generation to
Absolutely.
generation to generation, and it's just, and you're a big part of it, bro. I mean, you helped sponsor this kid. He played at your golf course.
And I get so much I get so much more joy out of knowing that I made an impact in a kid's life, or that I've helped a community out, or like kept something going for people, and like give them a place to go. Because I mean I've got, I don't know if you can relate to this or not. I can to an extent, but I've got other people that I know very well that have had a bad history with drugs and addiction, and golf has brought them out of that. It's given them something to focus on and keep their mind off of that, and it gets them away from that addiction. And to be able to give somebody an escape like that,
An outlet.
It just that stuff means more to me than any dollar amount I could ever make doing this. Like I could care less if I profited or failed at it or whatever. It doesn't matter to me, as long as I'm making a difference in people's lives and using golf to do it as my way to do it. That means more to me.
Beautiful.
So,
beautiful.
I appreciate you bringing me on here, bro.
Dude, absolutely. What a way to end it. That was perfect way to end it, brother. Yeah, absolutely. Again, dude, Cliff, thanks again, man, for stopping by at the PGA Show. Thanks for just wanting to talk and bullshit, and now, dude, it's blossomed into this online friendship now that we're going to get back together, bro. Dude, it's good shit, my guy. So thanks again, Cliff, for being on there.
I'll either come down to Florida and meet you, or I'll see you at the PGA Show next year for sure.
You need to come down to Florida, bro. I know a lot of golf courses. We ain't gonna pay a damn thing. We're just gonna buy drinks, have some weed, have some gummies. But before I let you go, though, one last thing.
Yes, sir.
I want to make sure I put it down here. So where can people go for information for your club, for the folks there in Indiana? Like, what's your website, all that jazz?
So Facebook is it for us right now.
Okay.
Marks Par 3.
Okay.
Just look up Marks Par 3 on Facebook. Okay. Same thing with Luxury Golf Sims. It's Luxury Golf Sims on Facebook. I'll even throw it out there, 812-239-2911. Personal cell. Right to my phone. I have no problem getting 100 calls a day. I don't care. I will take them. If I would rather be personally involved with somebody who has a question, then you have to go through a bunch of steps of emailing and waiting to hear back and all this stuff, or send a message or whatever. Text me, call me, whatever. I don't care. So
awesome.
We will have a website. Hunter actually used to build websites before he got into the golf course thing. So we are not in a spot with the golf course right now to where he has time to be able to do that. He needs some relaxation too. So
Yeah.
Probably this fall, this off season, we're going to redesign our website and redo some
Awesome.
stuff.
So
I
everything's
think
on
there's
Facebook.
actually some community grants. Yeah, it'll be markspar3.com. We own Marks Par 3 and Marks Par 3 the number. So spelled out and the number. Either way, we own both domains. So.
Track it. Sounds good. I'll make sure that I put down all your information down here on the bottom of the screen when people watch, especially for the folks that are in Indiana. Brother, awesome conversation, dude. That was close to 2 hours, my guy. It was looking awesome,
great.
bro. Dude, all right, brother. You have a good one, my guy. Take care, brother. I'll talk to you soon.
Absolutely. You too. Stay warm down here.
100%.
You're friendly, unabashed cup cutter. I slice